I've never played chess, really. I mean, I learned the rules a long time ago, but I play it sometimes with my 9-year-old son, and he regularly beats me and he laughs at my moves and so on. And I get confused as to whether I'm playing black or white and things like that. I'm an absolute disaster at chess. I used to play checkers, drafts, with my first wife, my English wife. And this was really rather nice. First of all, I prefer it as a game because
It's simpler.
it's simpler. It hasn't got
Rule-wise.
these funny horse-shaped pieces and castle-shaped pieces and so on. All the pieces are very simple.
And there aren't exceptional rules for
Yeah.
if you move a pawn like this, it can be taken off.
And castling and all that sort of stuff, you know. That's what turns me off chess. It's because I don't like it that I never learned to play it very well. I have an objection to the lack of simplicity in chess. But my first wife, her uncle was a Catholic priest, and he had taught her drafts or checkers, and she regularly beat me. I won't say it was, 100-0, but it was sort of 99-1. I mean, every time I managed to win a game, it was an occasion for great celebration on my part anyway. But she had been taught one sentence by this uncle, and she said, if I tell you this one sentence, you'll
scores
beat me
will
every
reverse.
time, and I never asked her for the sentence.
You could have asked Billercamp. Isn't that the sort of thing he'd tell you?
Yeah. Well, I would be quite interested to know what the sentence was. I could ask her, I suppose. We're on reasonably friendly terms. But she lives in England, so I don't see her very often. But I didn't want to know the sentence because it sort of rendered the game interesting to me. I picked up some books on that game fairly recently, in the last 2 or 3 years. So I've got some ideas of the kind of thing it might be.
Well, that game is basically dead now.
Yes. I don't really know. There's this interesting guy, Marion Tinsley.
He's also dead.
Yes. Well, for ages, he was the sort of undisputed
For about
champion.
50 years.
Except that he refused to belong to whatever the federation is that governs the game and so on. And they, in turn, imposed a thing that you weren't allowed to play with Marion Tinsley. But quite often the current champion, according to the international rules or whatever, would play Marion Tinsley. And he always won, basically.
Until he played the Canadian computer.
Bellicamp knows a lot about the Marion Tinsley affair. All my comments about it really come from Bellicamp.